Hey everyone, it's PJ from Budget Gaming, and here are some of my favorite free puzzle games for PC. No ads and no microtransactions. First up is Couple Maker. This is a really charming grid-based puzzle game. You have to get couples to hook up by placing down panels that guide one of them to the other. The more you progress, the more challenging it gets, like with teleporters, buttons that flip the direction of arrows, and tricky double dates. The anime art style is super cute, and it's got a nice difficulty curve. You can even change the genders of the characters to make same-sex couples. I also really like that each character has their own little backstory. I think that's really charming. This is great if you want something lighthearted that still makes you think. Next up is Poco. This is a point-and-click game with open-world exploration. You play as a clown who's been kicked out of the circus and banished to the below world, where all of the junk from the rest of the world ends up. From there, you can explore the non-linear world, meet all kinds of quirky characters, collect items, and solve puzzles until you find your way back home. The world building and story are both excellent. I really love the idea of this place where all of the world's lost items end up. It makes each area so interesting to explore, and the characters are all really fun and memorable too. Overall, it nails the vibe of a classic point-and-click game, but with modern updates like a map and a hint system. Definitely give it a try. If you like Portal, Gravitas is basically a free spiritual successor. In a nutshell, you can create gravitational beams on any black surface, which you can use to move boxes and yourself around levels. The premise is that you're a visitor at an interstellar art gallery, and you've got to solve puzzles to prove you're worthy of being the curator's pupil. But there's one catch.
Now you can die! Alright, we'll go have some fun!
This one really makes you think outside the box, as you find ways to create bridges, block lasers, and reach faraway places. The writing is super funny too, with the curator definitely giving off Wheatley vibes.
Now off you go! Rise to a higher... or just leave. That's fine. I'm not trying to set the mood or anything.
I love Portal, and this absolutely scratches the same itch, but it's just different enough to have its own flair. Overall, it's short, it's cleverly designed, and it has a lot of great laughs too. This one is absolutely worth checking out. My-Chan Sweet Buns is a deck-building tile-matching game with Game Boy Color aesthetics. Customers send in orders for pastries, and you need to match rows with the exact amount of goodies they want. Connecting 4 of the same pastry gets you a point, which you can spend on cards that give you power-ups, like switching the columns around and getting rid of pastries you don't want. There's even an in-game shop where you can unlock new cards and switch up your deck. The gameplay is super fun, easy to learn, and endlessly replayable, and it definitely captures the feeling of old-school puzzle games like Tetris or Yoshi's Cookie. You can easily get sucked in for hours and totally lose track of time. If you want something a little spookier, Samsara Room is right up your alley. This is an escape room simulator where you wake up in a strange building with no memory of who you are or why you're there. You have to explore, collect items, and use them to find a way out. There's also this mysterious altar where you can make sacrifices that transform the room in really bizarre ways. This game is great at messing with your mind, with plenty of creepy imagery, ambiguous lore, and cryptic puzzles to keep you on your toes. Check it out if you want a good challenge. Last up is Handshakes. This is a really charming suckabon game. You have to get these two guys to shake hands by stretching out their arms, but you have a limited number of moves to do so. So you have to move boxes, push buttons, and open doors so you can reach each other. If there are no boxes in the level, you can even chop off your own hand and push that around instead. It's a silly concept, but it's got clever puzzles and a satisfying difficulty curve. The best part is that you can play it single player or local co-op. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. I have a whole series of videos where I recommend free games, so if you liked this video, make sure to check those out as well. I'll see you next time.